Ain't no peace talks, ain't no powwows, ain't no white flags, ain't no sit downs. When you got shit to live for, you gotta move different, you gotta think different, you gotta be different. Mama need a crib with a big kitchen and a backyard. You think the streets hard? If it wasn't for the streets, I don't know where I would be. Had to push in perspective, had to make a way for me. Had to leap above that porch, ain't had no food to eat. When you coming from the struggle, there's only one promise you'll keep. Never tell on the soul, forever remain a G. And if a nigga stepping out, put him right where he needs to be.
Welcome to another episode of the Culture Plug.
Culture Plug, what's the word?
Today we got Daypesos.
Please.
This artist right here, you're someone that from when I was younger, like 17, he was the first underground artist that I was like rocking with. Like he's nice. Like I used to always, you remember there was this one song, I was always the verse. It was a line used to say, "Go prom night, two stepping with your."
It was
What was it?
Man, I forgot that line. That was the anthem, the double up anthem.
The double. You remember? Two stepping in the club, grown man on.
Yeah, two stepping in the club, grown man on. Damn, I forgot that track. I ain't do that track in years. That was like
I forgot. I was trying to look for it. I could not find it.
It was on Twit Urine. That's why. I think Twit Urine had canceled down or something like that.
Okay.
But that track was on there.
All right. So tell people a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Daypesos. Basically, I'm an entrepreneur. Been doing music for about 7-8 years. Started taking it serious about 5 years ago. Definitely off and on with it though.
Let's address that really quickly, and then we could get into the good stuff. Why were you always so on and off? Because I feel like there was a point where you were like a step or two away from like. Yeah,
it was like I think in about 2014, I felt like was my closest point to being all the way in the door. Like I was bumping shoulders with a lot of artists like
Juelz. And what song did that again?
That was Blood Money.
Blood Money, yes.
Yeah, Blood Money took me over the top.
I
was getting a lot of radio play. I was getting I was getting love from everybody when Blood Money came out. I had a whole bunch of repost videos, like over 100 at those times. Like it was crazy.
Okay, so what happened?
After Blood Money, it seems like when something is good, you'll get 5 things that was bad. When Blood Money had dropped a little bit after that, my mom's had passed. So it was like a shock. It was a shock for me at that time. So it threw me off because I lost my.
Everything is on pause right now.
Yeah, everything was on pause. 6 months after that, my brother got killed. So it was like damn, everything. I lost 2 most important people to me in the same year. So it kind of like it took a lot of my love for music out, like, because they was the main reasons why I wanted to do music. My mom, I wanted to give my mom a better life, and my brother, I just wanted to prove to him like
I could do this.
Yeah, I could do this without his help.
So without his help, so you felt like the passion left a little bit.
Yeah, my passion left. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily say the passion because my passion always was with music. It was just like the willingness to wanting to do music.
Okay.
Like it was just a process that I got tired of. It was like you would do music and you would feel like you so much better than who was getting recognition at the time.
That's the story.
And then you'll be like, damn, how am I not here? But back then that was small frame of mind because I didn't realize how many people was appreciating my music or who was actually really messing with me at the time. I'm so used because I know a lot of people, so I was used to when somebody say I like this and I like that. It was just like, all right, cool, because I knew them personally. But not really realizing how much people that I didn't know
like your music. I understand, and you gotta trust the process. I always say that because there's certain people that was making it before you got through the door before you, and now they're irrelevant. That's
a fact. I had like looked up Jay-Z's story, and when I did my research on Jay-Z, he didn't release his first album until he was 28. So, and all of those years before that, he was grinding. Like, he would travel music, then he stopped.
They didn't even want to sign him at first. I think he was 26. I don't know, it was 28.
He was 28 when he put his first,
Reasonable Doubt came out. Okay.
So, it was more or less like, all right, if this is the god of rap, and he started at what we think is a late time, because I started about, 17, 18?
Which is very young. Like,
Yeah.
you were one of the first people I knew personally, that was like, I want to do music. I want to, you know.
When I first started music, I did everything off a MacBook. I mixed it down. I did the best I could. I couldn't really do as good as what it was, like the quality of the music. But I did the best I could, and I dropped the tape, and it got a big reaction from it.
Okay, going back to the thing, how did you open up for Juelz? Like, how did that come about? Who did you open up for?
I opened up for Juelz, Fred the Godson, and Juelz, Fred the Godson, and someone else.
Vado? Didn't you open up for
No, I bumped shoulders with Vado before.
Oh, okay.
It was someone else at that time. If I'm not mistaken, it could have been Mano.
Okay.
But that was like years ago, before they was even at their peak. Well, not except with the exception of Mano, because High Hater was
An exception of Juelz.
And Juelz too.
Okay. So how did that come about?
That was just off of a couple friends that I knew who knew Juelz, like Chops, I would say. I know he was involved with the Slow Bucks clothing, and I never really. I mean, I met Slow a couple times, but we don't have a relationship. But at that time, it was always I know of him, and they had a fashion show. So a part of that fashion show, they had Juelz as the main performer, and they asked me would I open for him.
Oh, okay,
So
that's how you started up. Okay, when did you start loving music? Like, what did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to Jay-Z, 50 Cent. 50 Cent was really my favorite of all time. Like when Get Rich or Die Trying.
The Southside Story.
Yeah, when Get Rich or Die Trying. It was
couldn't
crazy.
Tell you nothing. You was 50.
You couldn't tell me nothing about that. I was definitely
you was wearing G-Unit.
Yeah, I was going hard. I was going to headbands.
Sneakers?
Nah, I ain't had the sneakers. I ain't gonna lie. At those times, I couldn't even get the sneakers. I couldn't even afford them joints.
I feel you.
But they was it though. They was it.
Okay. So you were a big Jay-Z and you were a big 50 fan.
Yeah.
All right. What was the first time you I want to become a rapper? Like, I want to do music.
That was
that
was 2013.
Okay.
2013 was when I said, you know what? This is exactly what I want to do. I want to start my own label. I want to start.
You always said you wanted to start your own label.
That been my dream.
Always said that. I remember I think you told me you wanted to be like Diddy.
Because I always I'm big on documentaries. So I watched how these people would get turned down from the big executives or get fired from these companies that they're working for, who's actually taking a percentage out of your money. So I said, you know what? I want to start my own, just like 50, just like Diddy, just like Jay-Z, in partnership rather than dealing with a major label.
Okay. And this is where you're at right now?
This is where I'm at right now.
Okay, and I remember you telling me you have 2 artists.
I wouldn't say they're my 2 artists. I would say we best friends.
Okay.
But we basically made the decision of let's start this.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Trev got money.
Trev you got that?
Dior.
So how did you guys meet each other?
Basically it was me and Trev knew each other for years. We knew each other from I was in high school and Trev was younger than me. Me and his sister were good friends.
Okay.
So we just happened to bump heads like that. And Dior, I met him through my cousin. And as soon as we met, we just clicked. But these two never knew each other. So it was always like a mutual friendship between us. But I would get be with Dior, tell him about Trev. I would be with Trev, tell him about Dior. So they felt like they knew each other before
they even met.
Before they met each other.
Okay, so is someone a singer? Like, what's the vibe like?
I mean,
I feel like he's giving me singer, right?
No. You know what it is? Honestly, both of them are not rappers though. Like
they're artists.
No, hear this though.
Okay.
They just started rapping last week.
Last week you guys started rapping?
It's really ridiculous because me and Trev usually we was out on the road. We do what we do, whatever the case may be. And we would just put on beats and just start going. I was playing around with him as far as yo, I'm not even gonna lie, you should start rapping. And then he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna front, you just hyping me, because everybody always say I'm hyping somebody. Last week he came to me and said, yo, I ain't gonna front.
I'm thinking about it.
We gotta do this. We gotta make this happen. But we always was talking about doing this label thing, trying to really put it in fruition. Dior, same way. Me and Dior be somewhere, we out doing whatever we doing. he always was nice. So I tell him like, yo, bro, you need to rap.
If you nice, you gotta do
Hey,
it.
everybody, like, these dudes who just get money, they like, man, I ain't worried about no fucking rap and shit. They just, and then for some reason we just said, you know what, we gonna get a session and we gonna go and see how it go.
That shit was never serious for me until, you feel me, like
Yesterday?
niggas, nah, not yesterday. Probably like, it seemed like yesterday, but probably like last week or some shit like that. We had recorded our first track together or whatever, and from there, just people reaction to it. You feel me? Like everybody reaction just got me like, yo, fuck, I'm gonna just take this shit serious. I'm gonna just do it.
Okay,
and
okay.
You telling me all the time, you feel me? Like, just do it, just do it.
And just get it out the way. So you guys have a mixtape coming out.
Yeah.
All right, one more question. You feel like it's better in numbers than doing it solo? Like being solo before and then now you have two people. What's your opinions on
I go
it?
off of energy. Like basically, I know I have the tendency to saying, you know what, I'm gonna start it, and then I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna focus on something else. I'm easily distracted sometimes.
Which is a good and a bad thing. That means you always trying to.
Like for me, it was a bad thing because I would say like the last year, and mostly like strip clubs. Like I've been in strip clubs for the last 2 years, heavy, like literally strong, like every day, every strip club in Queens. And I realized like, damn, I'm in here throwing this money, doing all of this. I don't need to be doing this. I need to be in the studio.
Okay, what do you guys have a name for the mixtape?
Nothing but currency.
Nothing but currency. Why nothing but currency?
That's what, to me it explains our lifestyle. Like nothing else matters other than the currency. Like whether it's anything. I don't know how you feel about that. What the best way to explain it?
I feel like NBC for me. I feel like for us it's like a new type of brotherhood that we forming. With each other type shit. Movement. And we all on the same type of time, we all doing the same thing. For me, like we all got the same mind state, you know what I mean? So
I haven't really heard your music before, but like for Day Day, you kinda gave me like a Fab vibe. Have you ever got that?
I got that plenty of times.
Okay, so like is it gonna be similar to that, or like where's your sound gonna fit? Cause there's the trap rap, and you had a couple little trap kind of Atlanta in you too.
Yeah, I tried it.
You tried it.
I spent a lot of time in Atlanta.
Okay.
So it'd be like when you in Atlanta, you get that vibe. Like
you get that.
You get that vibe, like where everybody, even they slang the no cap. Yo, hey, bruh. Like you just get that in you to just everybody's so antsy. Even though it's slower than New York, everybody's so antsy. So you get that feeling, and you want to party.
Okay.
So those type of tracks, I love those tracks.
Okay.
But then sometimes I gotta bring it back home and get to that what people want to hear. People want to hear you talk about stuff now.
Yeah, it's not no.
Yeah, it's like
that's cool though, but there's a time and place for everything. You get where I'm coming from? Like I don't mind it, but I can't. I remember before when that sound started coming out, I couldn't even listen to it because I used to like regular. You know, I'm from New York. I like regular rap. Yeah. But now you go to the parties.
I used to be like that too, and then I really started listening to Thugger like.
Be spend some bars.
Yo, he be saying the craziest things, but people so overshadow of his trolling that they forget that he says certain things that'll go over your head, and it be real crazy bars.
I agree with you on that, but still.
Thugger's a vibe.
Yeah, he definitely the vibe.
Thugger's a vibe.
You can't listen to Thug every day.
It's a vibe
nowadays.
Who you vibe? Yeah, everything. I feel like music is like that.
You don't think the conscious rappers is like losing.
I don't want to hear that bar for bar shit. It's quiet for that. For me, I don't want to hear bar for bar all day.
I feel like that sometimes too.
Man, I don't want to hear that. Not
like
all the time. It's good to put some bars in your rap all day. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? A lot of trap rappers could do it a little more.
You know what it is?
But I don't want to hear that bar for bar.
You know what I feel like?
Hear that at a party or whatever the case.
You know what I feel like? I feel like, as far as like when we look at the people who got the money, or you see who got the money, and you be like, damn. He spit so ill, but you got niggas who Lil Yachty, who's not really necessarily focused on bars itself. Not to take away from his talent, but his focus isn't straight bars. It'd be like the melodic feel, the like
sound,
the whole different sound, and it's not. And you be like, damn. You look at a person like Cassidy, who's nice, but you be like, damn, I I don't want to hear about 100,000 with you when you say 100,000 because I don't see it no more. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what
and it's no disrespect, but it is what it is, though. You feel what I'm saying? Because when Migos talk about they got a 100 pack,
They pulling that.
they pulling them. I'm like, damn, I gotta believe what you talking about because obviously what you saying is the truth. And when you look at facts, it's like, damn, so I don't see no more. But at the same time, you gotta pay homage to
those type of rappers.
to our style of rap where it originated from. So
I understand.